Hi, welcome. In this video, I want to take a few minutes to put out my own challenge. And again, this is the challenge that to date, not a single self-proclaimed dog training expert by way of those who identify as balanced dog trainers, force-free dog trainers, radical behavioralists, those who approach training by way within the framework of a permissive approach have been able to respond to this question. And regardless of those out there, such as Canine Behavior Society, just all the multiple fake accounts, personal attacks, cheap shots, you're seeing, just look at the mess of the dog training world. Again, I talk about the source of the problem. Okay, I talk about the question, which I'm going to put here. You're going to see me do this in real time. I'll put this on my Facebook page, just to again show that those who are calling themselves experts, those who are marketing this idea that training is a learning-based exercise, they're totally engaging in all the collateral damage, the blame shifting on the dogs, medicating dogs. I show it, okay? And again, I connect the dots. I approach training for what it truly represents by way of a relationship problem. It takes the path of a intervention, specific as to the role of influence and control, okay, within a method, okay, that approaches training as an intervention, but takes the path of a intentional interaction-based method that reconciles those two core ingredients by way of changing perception of dogs the right way. Okay, so I talk about at the social level, defined by dogs as pack animals. It takes the path of a power play. I talk about provide the context of that. I just released a 6-part series breaking it all down. And here's the thing: all these trainers, okay, who are on social media, they're going after each other. It's all about popularity. I talk about that the wrong way. And meanwhile, the dog training world is coming apart at the seams. Okay, all these trainers are pretending that there's no problems. They're acting like they have the answers. But here's the point: if they had the answers, they wouldn't be coming in and mocking and scoffing and going on in the first place. Okay, they'd be very successful. Everybody would coming to them, right? Just look at, you just go through all the red flags here. So, the dog training world's a mess for a reason. But here's the thing: I'll play this. This is from one of the Canine Behavior Society's, fake accounts here. This is all part of this. Is directed tag me, so I'll play this here.
Just be dumb and quiet, basically. Like nothing worse than the most ignorant people are always like yelling about it, and you're just like, man, you don't want to have.
Yeah, so just be like dumb and quiet, okay? Dumb and quiet. So let's go on here and see how bright and intelligent all these people like Canine Behavior Society, who's pumping this book out $129. Trust me, go through that book. You're not going to find the answer to this question I'm going to put out. You're gonna go through again this whole thing about learning. Okay, this thing about the so-called science of dog training. Okay, I guarantee you, not a single so-called self-proclaimed expert out there can answer this question. So I'm going to go on to my Facebook page right now. I'm going to post this out in the open here. Okay, and this is a challenge for anyone to answer this. What is the criteria? Let's list them all: balanced, force-free, I don't want to leave anyone out. Radical behaviorists, permissive, all of it. Okay, you can just I'm gonna leave out play-based. This goes out to Ivan. So I want to make sure they're all in here. Play-based, drive based. What is the criteria? Balanced, force-free, radical behaviors, permissive, play-based dog trainers are using to establish that the perceptions, all right, this is what it's about here, folks. Perceptions of dogs are changing within a framework. That's what it is, a framework here of superficial. I'm adding this word because that's what it is. Response. Okay, what's the criteria? Because understand something here, okay? This is the entire, these trainers, right? They should be able to answer this question, okay? They can go on about word salad all they want, but this is the foundation of what they're using as a standard. Okay, this is what they're marketing as is to the public. Okay, this is what their dogs are moving around in the training environment for motivating agents. I talk about that. Treats, play-based. Okay, they're engaging a relationship problem this way. So this is what they're using. Okay, so my question is, how are they establishing that the perceptions of dogs are changing? At what level are they changing? Leading to, okay, perceptions changing, diminishment of unwanted behavioral issues based on the perception changing from dog to owner. Okay, what's the criteria? Okay, they need to answer this. So, but what you're seeing is you're not seeing them answer because they can't answer it. But it's a basic question. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to be super intelligent. Obviously, if you wrote a book, you're selling it for $129 on all over the social media, you should be able to flip through that book and find that answer. Okay, so I'll put it out there for any trainer. So I'm leaving this, let's post this. I'm leaving this up on my main Facebook page. Okay, and we'll pin it. Let's pin it up there. Pin it right to the top. So I pinned it right to the top. There's the question. It's going to stay there. So let's, because that's what I'm putting out. I'm saying, hey, if you really care about dogs and owners the right way, okay, and I talk about my journey right from the beginning. If there's something that we're doing wrong as a human, everything should halt. That's never happened with these trainers, okay? We're in a situation now where, look at the mess, okay? It's not about dog. It hasn't been about dogs the right way. These trainers can go on all day long, but you can't reconcile their statements that they care about dogs when the very idea that they're marketing puts dogs and owners in a very bad position. Okay, I show it. My 6-part series, go watch it. I show all the, blame shifting, all the collateral damage from this idea that's being marketed. And I show what training is, very specific. Here it is. So all the mocking and the scoffing, but guess what? You're never going to see any trainer out there actually answer this question because that's the issue. But this is their foundation. They should be able to answer it. So I encourage the public, dog owners to pay attention to what's going on in the dog training world. This is it right here. This is your problem. And, I'll put it out there. It's on my Facebook page. Thanks for watching.